WrestleMania 30 years in the making. What does it mean to you personally, this event?
You know, it means a good bit. I'm not too far. I was born and raised from Pensacola, Florida, so it's about 3 hours away. I have a good bit of family here, a good bit of friends, so it's an opportunity for me to represent where I'm from and you know, show everybody where I'm going. So it's a great chance to make a bunch of WrestleMania moments and capture a big win.
And you and the boys in the Shield have created some incredible moments since your debut, and it's a faction that we haven't seen in a long time. You've kind of captured some magic there. Is it going to continue?
I think so. I think it's going to get better. I think you know, over the past year and a half, we've just started to scratch the surface. I feel like there's just so much for us to do, so many more stories to tell, so much more personality to give to people. So the longer the Shield is together, I think the better for everybody.
Well, I was lucky enough to be at Raw in Chicago about a month ago when you faced the Wyatts, and then previously you had the match at Elimination Chamber. And the fans were chanting, "This is awesome," before you guys had even touched. I'd never, ever seen that before. What are your memories of working with the Wyatts?
Just the chemistry there. You know, we're all from the same developmental system. You know, we know those guys fairly well, but it's just that energy that all six of us bring. And like you said, that chemistry. There was like, you could literally cut that energy with a knife. It was intense. Before we did anything, they're chanting, "This is awesome." I mean, that's like best case scenario, right? Like, amazing. Let's not even touch. Let's just stand here and just keep it going. You know what I mean?
Really soak it up.
I can do this for the next 30 years of my life.
Yeah. And Royal Rumble was a big night for you. You and Batista, the two last men standing. How was that? And do you think next year could be your year at the Rumble?
Yeah, it was a humbling experience. You know, I did pretty good. You know, I took the elimination record from Kane with 12. But, you know, it's kind of a bitter taste in my mouth because even with such a big accomplishment like, you know, having the elimination record, I let it slip at that last moment, and you got to give credit to a guy like Dave. You know, Batista, he's a savvy veteran. He's been in a situation like that. He's won a Rumble before, and he just capitalized on my you know, just that one slip. It only takes one slip, and then you can lose it. So for me, I'm taking a lot of experience from that, and I'm going to dominate next year for sure.
Now, it seems to me that you're being pushed as a sort of very dominant, you know, main eventer of the near future. Have you sought any advice from Dwayne?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can tap into a resource like Dwayne, it helps. And not only, you know, just for being a main eventer, but just, you know, this life, you know, the things that come at you, the things that, you know, that you have to be prepared for, and, you know, how to stay humble, how to stay grounded, you know, maintain you know, a family background. And that's one thing that we're proud of is how strong our family ties are and our wrestling family. And this is what we do. And we're glad that we can show it to the world.
Well, speaking to another journalist earlier, and he said, actually, you've got one of the most influential families in the entire industry. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, you know, I come from the Anawati family, and we have a long line. It started with my father, Sika, and he was a part of the Hall of Fame tag team, the Wild Samoans, with his brother Alpha. So, you know, it starts all the way back with them and Peter Maivia, Rock's grandfather, and you know, it carries on to myself. You know, so and it doesn't stop here. There, you know, we have kids growing up, we have young men and little girls growing up. So, you know, hopefully I'm not the last.
And what are your tactics? WrestleMania 30, you're against Kane and the old age outlaws, as people are calling them now. What are your tactics going in?
Corporate grandpas. Tactics are going to strike first and last and win. That is the goal right now. To attack and keep attacking and just take them all out.
Awesome. Well, best of luck and have a great time.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much. Cheers.